it'll be interesting to see if this particular lawsuit gets thrown out or not. Some of the attorneys for both Remax and Anywhere Real Estate, which were also named, suggested in separate filings that Homey wanted to, quote unquote, ride the coattails of some of the home seller plaintiffs who successfully sued NAR and the real estate industry. It appears to me that it's potentially someone trying to take advantage of the trade winds, if you will, in the real estate industry. They see some of these antitrust large lawsuits getting settled, are actually going through all the way to court. They look up and say, oh, this might be an opportunity for us to claim some of the same things, even though it doesn't appear that they've done a great job of providing actual evidence that would say that they were harmed in any way. I don't know about you folks, but I'm getting kind of exhausted over all the things that are being brought into court and the claims. Some of them just incredibly frivolous, if you ask me, or just outright wrong. It seems to be that the court system is the preferred playing ground of those that, you know, maybe just aren't winning on their own account and or are just looking for a money grab. Builders are in the building business to make a profit, to make money. And if the Fed policy or rates otherwise are impacting their ability to make a profit, they'll make decisions accordingly, because most are smart enough not just to continue going on building if it doesn't make sense on the P&L, the pro forma, or whatever they may be looking at to ensure that they're going to remain a for-profit business. So we'll continue to watch these numbers. It's important to us as real estate professionals because new construction certainly has an element of impact when it comes to just both new inventory and the inventory levels as a whole that can impact both what's available for buyers and some of the pricing that we're seeing in the marketplace, which we're continuing to see hold steady in most markets, but we'll continue to watch that as well. Ultimately, you have this kind of traditional thinking or traditional knowledge that as the Fed lowers the federal funds rate, mortgage rates will follow. But as we've talked about before, sometimes we're anticipating those ahead of time. So any changes in mortgage rates, which are actually governed more by supply and demand in the marketplace rather than just the federal funds rate, is kind of baked in prior to even the Fed making a decision. But the question remains is why mortgage rates are actually rising. And I think that's a fair question. We want to understand some of the other factors that are at play here when we're anticipating they go down and they're actually going up. One of those factors is the 10-year Treasury yield.